So G1000, we have the first screen. Let's see, we have the first screen that is called a PFD, and that one is called the MFD. Here we have the autopilot parts, and sometime like on the King Air when I used to fly, this part used to be on the top over there. So it used to be a different layoff. Right now my aircraft is flying, there's no autopilot, there's no nothing. I can't change my heading, my plane is still going to fly straight. Here I had my little aircraft is telling me, you know, if I'm on a turn, if I'm climbing or if I'm descending. And if you go to let's see, so that is changed from nav 1 to nav 2. And here we go back to GPS. Right now just pretending we're doing traditional IFR flight. So we are on this one. I'm going to pop up some frequencies here. So flying north, yeah, and we want to do the localizer. What's the 108.15? 108.15, can switch on this one. There you go, and you see it's set up automatically to the to 275. What's the inbound course for the ILS? So it knows already what we want to do. It's kind of AI, and we see I'm already overshooting the ILS. It's not a big deal right now. Right now we are flying, we're doing a navigation, but we don't have any flight plan in a GPS. So to do a flight plan, you can go to flight plan. The MFD is where you actually set up all your flight plan and stuff. So let's see how we do that. So maybe I can just do that here. Kilo Echo, so Kilo Golf, sorry. Echo Golf, I'm going to get it. So I'll just make sure it actually is working. No, it's not working. Actually, it's this one. Oh, see, Echo Golf, I got it earlier. Looking the wrong screen again. Echo Golf, Charlie. See, did it get it? Echo Golf, Charlie. So we press enter once and twice. So that is our origin. And we're going to go to, so maybe I just go there. So what is this? Echo Golf November Hotel. There you go. Echo Golf November Hotel, perfect. So with that as a destination, and en route, we don't have any en route waypoint. So now if we look at our map, what do we have here? Oh yeah, so that is telling me the destination, how to get there, because I'm off my flight plan. So here we are trying to get to use the autopilot. First thing we need to do is to get the autopilot on. The autopilot is on, but I still can fly the plane, I can go up, I can go down. It's not giving me any direction because I didn't set up what I wanted to do. So first thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it the heading mode, and it's going to fly the heading. And you see, when I press the heading mode, the autopilot starting on. Actually, the autopilot is on, pretty close to crash here, and my yellow wings is going to match the magenta wings. So the magenta wings is what the computer calculates you need to do to get where you need to go. So and the yellow is telling you what you are doing. So now here we see I'm very low. I'm climbing a little bit, but I'm not very, I need an altitude. I have a heading, I have the autopilot, but I don't have any pitch. So I'm going to set up, I'm going to press the Alt button, it's right there. And what it's going to do when I press Alt, look at the altitude, is holding my altitude here. Because when you press Alt, by default, you hold the altitude you're on. But we want to climb higher. We want to be, I think 3,500 feet, more or less, for what we need to do. The only thing is right now, so it's two ways to climb. Either you add power, you go on fletch, and you add power. Because the plane is going faster, because you add power, but it needs to climb to go back down to this speed, because that is its target speed. Now the aircraft is programmed to fly at this speed. But because you give them this altitude, well, it's going to climb until you reach this altitude following this speed. So that is very good, because if you use vertical speed, the plane is going to climb on a certain an angle. You're going to say, hey, I want to climb 500 feet a minute or 1,000 feet a minute. The problem is you can climb 1,000 feet a minute when you're at sea level, but if you're flying all the way to flight level 280, like 20,000 feet, the plane will not be capable to maintain this rate of climb. So that means at one point during the climb, the plane is going to stall, because it's going to try to maintain the 1,000 feet a minute. Here, doesn't matter how high you're climbing, is always going to maintain this speed. Even if the speed forces the plane to go back down, the plane is going to go back down if it has to maintain the speed. How long is on fletch? And you know it's on fletch because this little window is on here, right there. The only thing is we should have a button somewhere or allow us to change the speed. So here we press fletch and the plane will climb to this speed. So here I'm going to change my heading and we're going to go back down south. I don't want to go too far out either. Oopsie. So turn south, the plane turns south, it's still climbing. See, catch the altitude and lose my fletch speed. And now it's flying, it's cruising. I still want to go a little bit more south. I'm going to go more south. So the thing is, when you put on fletch, you should be able to change the speed. And I just have no idea, and I do not remember how it was on the King Air I used to fly, how we did that. Another thing that, just off topic quickly, PFD to get the, you have the DME if you want to set up not the DME, I see DME, there you go. You have a DME, and you can also set up here bearing 1 and ILS. So you know what you have. So usually when you fly, it doesn't matter if you're on navigation, it's nice to have these two windows open here always. Here you have your DME, it's telling you from what station you're taking up, and it gives you your distance. I'm going to fly more south again because I don't want to see I'm like 2400 miles away. So maybe if I go to, see, I guess I can do that. NH, which one is it? NH, yeah. So I'm going to do that. Enter. Activate. So now there you go. It's flying over there, but you see, it's not following my navigation. So what I need to do is to put that on navigation. Okay, but still not going toward it because I need to intercept it. That is number one. So I need to intercept my navigation. So I'm going to turn. But also here I'm on localizer, I'm on nav. I'm not flying navigation. I'm not flying a traditional, I'm flying what I'm doing here. Pressing wrong button here. There you go. I'm flying on GPS. So I don't know why I'm still on lock here. It's been a little while. Standby barrel, let's go back. PDF option. Or CDI, there you go. There you go. Now I'm on GPS. So I'm on heading, and I should have nav on white. So when you see white, that means it's on standby. So GPS is on white, that means it's on standby. It's waiting to capture, because right now I'm still flying on heading mode. So I'm going to change my heading and get a better interception course. There you go. That is coming. GPS is capturing. There you go. And my plane, so the yellow follow the flight director, and the flight director take over. So because I always keep my heading bug to where I want. So the advantage of that is doesn't matter how much crosswind you have from the left to the right, the computer will take care of the crosswind for you because it's going to maintain this track. This heading, I guess, I think. So there you go, I'm 3,500 feet. I'm flying a little bit fast. I'm going to slow down a little bit. My controller is not working for some reason. Anyway, I'm going to need to slow down. So we're going to do an ILS soon. Make more close. So we're going to do an ILS. ILS is on a heading at 280. The computer, it doesn't know I'm going to do an ILS because I'm going to do a traditional, or I can put that into the flight plan. So if I go to flight plan, and I should go to procedures, sorry, there you go, and I go down, select an approach, I was actually on it, enter, and we want to do the ILS 28, there you go, enter. Via vectors, yeah, sure. Vectors, it will be like ATC is guiding you toward it. Now, there you go. Here you have the minimum. So that is, you want to change that to yes, or barreau, there you go, barreau. And the minimum is 228. So, yeah, I can put that here. 228. There you go. There you go. Press enter. Enter, enter, enter. Technically, what we want here is this one. There you go. Activate. So we can load it, or you can activate it, or we want to activate now. Might as well. And you see here is go back to the traditional navigation. Here we see we already passed it, and while we passed it, we have to select the approach mode. But I think we missed it. So what we're going to do is, what we are on roll, we're going to go back on heading mode. There you go, and we're going to do a left turn here. And we're going to try to re-intercept because we done that a little bit too slow to get set up. So 230, there you go. Enter. And activate. Not approved for GPS. Approved. Okay, that is overlay. It's just standard things. And now I'm going to set up navigation. Is already on. I'm going to turn and re-intercept it. I'm surprised they make me turn to the right. I was expecting more a turn to the left here. So localizer is flashing over there, is capturing the localizer right now. So that is perfect, is exactly what we want. It's going to fly us to, actually something is wrong. Yeah, press enter. Yeah. So I'll just clear that maybe. Yeah. We already set it up earlier. So you see, we see the white is the ILS, and the oh yeah, so it's going to get the flight director, I think. And no, it's on hold. Damn it. Shit, navigation, this one. There you go, localizer. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I keep disconnecting the other stuff. Don't remember any in the one I used to fly ever doing that before. Let's see, the localizer. up, so it should be able to capture it. There you go. This is the needle coming back in. So because now we're doing an approach, and let's say ATC clear us for the approach, and only when we are clear for the approach, you're allowed to press the approach mode. So when you press, we're going to wait to capture it first. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to press approach. Localizer is localized. And yeah, I'm going to do a quick thing. I don't know why it's not working. I cannot slow down my aircraft. We center the bug. Why we center the bug is mostly if, let's say, you lose completely the navigation, you will know at least what heading you need to remain on until you figure out the problem. And let's try zoom in a little bit. So here we see the ILS start somewhere over there. Oh, it's already captured the glide slope. Never mind. Oh, because I'm a 3,500 and I was supposed to be at 2,000. So that is why, because I'm like 1,500 feet higher than I was supposed to be to do the interception. So it's not a big deal. Sometimes ATC clear you to an approach to intercept higher. Often they make you intercept lower, but in average they try to make you to intercept at the actual waypoint. So yeah, there you go. I'm going down. I'm going to slow down a little bit. So after that is where the aircraft management arrive. Usually you try to get at least one flaps going before you intercept before or just after intercepting the glide slope. You get one flaps. You let at least the gear, but that one is already a retractable gear, so it doesn't really matter. And there you go. So the plane is flying the ILS. You are on slope. Flight director is on. If I disconnect the autopilot, the flight director will remain. And that is great because let's say you want to do some hand fly and you want to do some, let's say one activity is pretty hard when you start flying an airplane is to do steep turn. Usually is what you do when you learn to fly a plane, you go do some steep turn. A steep turn, that means you get about a 45-degree angle turn, and you do like 180-degree turn one side, and you really have to manage your altitude, your speed, and it's like a little bit overwhelming. But flying with G1000, you put this little green bug over there, you put it right on the horizon. It doesn't matter how much crosswind you have or how the plane is set up. You just have to keep that over there and this one on a 45, and you're going to do your best steep turn ever. G1000 is just do everything for you. It's an airplane very easy. So I'm putting a flaps on, so that means the plane is going to want to go up, and so now it's diving down to be able to remain on the glide slope. I'm going to try to do a quick demonstration. I'm not going to go all the way down. The idea is I don't have a toggle button, but it's not working. So a toggle button is the button you have somewhere on your joystick or your power lever. It's not on this power lever, so it must be on a joystick. I'm not sure if we can see it somewhere. Anyway, let's say you're doing an approach to land and you realize, oh, I cannot land for any reason, or even ATC asks you to go around. You press a toggle button and the aircraft is going to fly the missed approach for you. So you're locked on approach glide slope. But I won't be able to demonstrate the go around. But if I disconnect the autopilots, let's say I want to set up a new altitude here, 9,000 feet, and I want to do a right turn. And I want to do that on wrong button. Again, one button. I'm gonna be full power. And I want to do that on Fletch. There you go. So now I'm going to disconnect the autopilot. I'm going to hand fly. Because I'm a hand fly, so I have to reactivate the heading mode. There you go. And the autopilot is disconnected, but as you can see, the flight director is still working. So the flight director, so you can hand fly. And here, the only thing I have to do on my turn is just try to match my wings with the flight director. And if I do that a little bit better than what I'm doing right now, I will do the perfect flight. I will do exactly what the autopilot will do. There you go. And I'm flying, and I'm proper climb, proper speed, because I'm on Fletch climb, climbing to 9,000. I can trim a little bit if I need to, but that's it. That's it. And if I want to reinstall, reanimate the plane, set up the autopilot on. I'm surprised maybe because no yaw damper on this plane, but the autopilot is on, and I'm flying on a heading, and I'm on Fletch. So that is telling me, and the Fletch is set up for 149, and I can check here, it's right there. And I have an altitude set, but the altitude is in white. Why? Because I did not capture it. So that is waiting for us. So if I put altitude, which was this one, altitude. If I put the altitude down, say 3,500 feet, now it's telling me, oh, it's going to soon capture the altitude. It's capturing the altitude, and here this one is going to disappear, and this one is going to turn green. There you go. Alt is captured. 3,000 captured, and the Fletch disappeared, and this little white alt here also disappeared, and now we're on alt. That's it.